So, as we're right at the beginning of the course, it really is important at this stage that I help you to manage your expectations. Now, you see, when it comes to teaching mindfulness, there's one of three different approaches that we can take. All right, we could call it the far left approach, the far right approach, and then there's the approach that kind of fits right bang in the middle, in between the two. The far left approach we might refer to as the ancient ways of Buddha, Zen, the more spiritual-based teachings. And when it comes to the right, can be completely secular, where we become immersed in physical experience, i.e., breathing techniques, becoming mindful of cups of tea and our day-to-day experience. And then right in the middle, we take more of a pragmatic approach, and this is where we look at those core ideas. We draw the best ideas from the left, the best ideas from the right. We'll merge them both together, and hopefully develop a grounded and a very balanced understanding of how to apply mindfulness in the context of our day-to-day lives. So, on saying that, all I really want to do here is just help you manage your expectations on one level upon my teaching style and how I'm going to be presenting this information to you, because this, as you've already, hopefully already noticed, is quite a comprehensive course. We're going to be covering absolutely everything that you need to know about not just how to apply mindfulness in the context of self, i.e., within yourself, but also how it is that moving forward you can go on to coach and mentor and guide other people into heightened states of mindfulness and self-awareness. So, I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy the course, and that you're also going to find it quite an exciting journey. To be honest with you, I absolutely love this subject, this topic. It's one that I became grounded in quite a number of years ago, and it's one that I'm hugely passionate about sharing with you. So, to give you a broad overview of the course and what it is you can expect, we're going to begin and open the course throughout this section and the next with the core foundational ideas and principles that mindfulness is fundamentally based on. Pretty much the theme that's going to run right through the course is this idea of self-awareness. And we're going to be looking at not just the ideas from an academic perspective, but more from a perspective of how do we apply the stuff. Many of the ideas and the principles and the lectures that I'm going to share with you are going to come with questions for your own self-reflection. And just to aid and support this, what we've attached to this video lecture that you're going to find in the additional materials section is a course journal stroke a learning log, and in this learning log, there's going to be one page assigned to every single video, and each page is going to have four main questions, more helping you to focus and understand and appreciate, if you like, what it is that you're taking from each video or each idea on a rational head level, but also how you feel about each video, and then thirdly, how it is that you might apply the principle, so that by the end of the course you have a really grounded and a very balanced understanding. What we're going to be looking at is obviously self-awareness, as I've mentioned, which is going to be pretty much the theme of the course, in view of developing a greater appreciation and sense of awareness for other people, because we can become as mindful as we want to become in life, but we're human beings and we are not made for isolation, which, to be honest with you, is why, and is one of the main reasons why mindfulness has taken quite abstract directions in terms of its delivery at various points in the past. As human beings, we're relational beings, and generally the quality of our life is always going to be determined and heavily impacted by how well we relate to other people, which, as you're going to discover in the sections that follow, is going to be hugely impacted by just how well it is that we actually relate to ourselves. So, what I want to be helping you to understand and gain a deeper appreciation for is your past. How it is that you've come to this place where you're at in life today, and if necessary, make peace with it, because it's only through making peace with our past that we're actually able to begin genuinely preparing for a far more exciting future. And you might be thinking to yourself, the past, the future, but what we're focused on here is the present. And yes, this is where we're going. This is pretty much the very essence of mindfulness, becoming absolutely grounded in the present. But we can only really become grounded in the present when we're completely clear on where it is that we've come from, and we also have a grounded vision for where it is that we want to go on into the future. So, what we're really pointing towards here is establishing a profound state of life balance, because when our life is out of balance, we can end up directing energy and focus into areas that we perceive as being out of balance, which then in turn can come at the cost of some of our other more important life areas. So, becoming grounded in the present actually means becoming grounded in a state of inner and external life balance. Now, we're going to be devoting one, possibly two, entire sections to emotional mastery, and what you're going to discover is actually quite a few different elements and angles that we can tackle this subject from. On one level, a rational level, where we're, and I'm going to help you to become more grounded in your understanding of your thought patterns, the patterns of destructive thinking that we can unconsciously succumb to and fall victim to, and then how this consequentially affects our emotional experience in life. Because if we understand this thought-feeling connection, well, this is actually the first step that we can take towards complete emotional mastery. And again, in order to accomplish this, it's crucial that we develop an appreciation for the foundational beliefs that we've come to build and base our life on. So, I'm hoping that you're able to appreciate that we're going to be covering quite a lot, and this introduction doesn't do everything that we're going to be covering throughout the course real justice, but it's just to help you gain a bit of a rough understanding at the stage of what it is you can expect. We're looking at around about 9 or 10 sections. There's going to be a whole load of workbooks that you can download, print off, alongside exercises for self-reflection, and every now and again, if I am aware of other external resources outside of this course that I feel might aid and assist you in developing a deeper understanding, then I'm going to attach them in the additional materials section. Perhaps that might be external links to other websites, resources, or downloadable ebooks, worksheets, or whatever. So, how we're going to be wrapping up the course is more becoming grounded in your passions and your purpose, because it's all fine and well becoming mindful in the present, but this isn't where we're going. The present's where we're at, and the future's where we're going. So, unless we're clear of what it is that we are passionate about in the present, then we're not going to be clear on a purpose or a future direction in life. So this is pretty much a very broad overview of where it is that we're going to be going. And I'd just like to remind you at this stage that if there's anything about any of the subjects or the ideas that I share with you that doesn't make complete sense, then please get in touch. This is my role as your instructor to help fill in any gaps in your understanding. So this is where we're going, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we're going to look at the first main idea of mindfulness.